Hey, this is Venice coming from MommyWorksALot.com, and today I'm going to be talking about pets, specifically dogs. So about 5 months ago, I would say, we got a pet. We got a doggy, a puppy, cutest little thing ever, okay? So we got this pet, and we were so excited, and we were like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be great. And we love her, don't get me wrong, we love her, but she's a handful. So I was like, why didn't I know this before I signed on for this? And it's because I didn't do my research. So today I want to come at you with 5 tips, 5 things to think about before you decide to get a pet. So, well, first of all, let's start with number 1. Number 1 is the breed. The breed is so important when it comes to choosing a pet or deciding to get a pet. We have a guinea pig as well, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure they have different breeds of guinea pigs, but I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, she lives in a cage, so he lives in a cage, so I'm not really too concerned about him. The dog though, the dog is going to be outside and running around and all that good stuff. Knowing what breed is absolutely imperative. So breed is a husky mixed with a boxer, okay? And I did a little bit of research. I said, okay, so what can I expect? And like, she's gonna be hyper, she's gonna love being around children, she's gonna be like, you know, super active. And I was like, okay, cool, I can deal with that. This dog is like on drugs. Like, I have never ever in my life seen a dog as hyper as frequently as she is. Like, you can open her kennel and she is out of there, like, and she will not stop. So excuse me, that's very, very, very important, because if you have children, like we have a child, of course, and you know, you don't want an animal that's going to be a danger to that child. You know, for instance, Bree will come out of nowhere and clip Jordan, and Jordan will fall flat on her butt, like, just like that. She does it on purpose. She's just fast, and she doesn't always look where she's going. So I should have, you know, did a little bit more research on, you know, what to expect, because you have some breeds who are very chill, you know, they're calm, cool, collected, they just kind of lay around, do their thing or whatever. That's not Bree. Like, she always needs to be stimulated, she always needs somebody talking to her, always needs somebody playing with her. That's just who, that's her breed, that's who she is as an animal. Number 2, another thing you want to think about is the size. This is something that we went back and forth on, my husband and I, about the size of a dog. I don't consider small dogs real dogs. Like, they're little play dogs. I like big dogs and, you know, big furry fun dogs. He does not. But we ended up getting Bree, and she's gonna be, you know, she'll probably top out around like 70-80 pounds is probably what the vet says. So quite a big dog, you know. We live in an apartment. We live on the 3rd floor of an apartment. So, you know, we should have taken that, I should have taken that into an account. But at the same time, you know, she's home and she knows, you know, she's still learning her size and things like that. But that's definitely something to think about, because the larger the dog, the smaller the space. Yeah, that could be an issue, especially if you live in one of those, you know, 600 square feet, 500 square feet apartments. Having a big dog could not be a good thing for you. So yeah, I guess I don't think you really even have that problem with small dogs. Like, they can just kind of fit in anywhere. As long as you can find them, you should be okay. The 3rd thing that I would say to do before you decide to get a dog is think about the cost associated with it. As I stated, we live in an apartment, so there is a pet deposit that we had to pay, which I wasn't too worried about. It sucked having to pay it, but I wanted a dog, and that's, you know, the cost associated with that. But there's also pet rent that I pay. I have to pay like an extra $25-$30 a month, I think, for her just to be here. So, you know, that adds up, you know, especially if you're on a year lease. Then you also have to think about food and treats and toys and bedding and housing and medications and vet fees and things like that. So just remember to think about all that. It's not just as simple as paying for the dog or paying for the initial immunizations and things like that. No, there's ongoing cost. that you just have to be mindful of. Number 4 is lifestyle. What is your lifestyle in relation to the type of animal that you're getting, the type of dog that you're getting? Like, that goes back to the breed, you know, so to speak. Breed needs people who are active, and we are not. Like, we like to go places, but you're not going to catch us hiking and running and skydiving. We're not doing all that. But she would love to do all that. So we have to make sure that we're thinking about that when, you know, we would prefer just to kind of chill out on the balcony or just hang out and watch movies. She wants to be somewhere running around. So I have to be cognizant and have to take her to the dog park and let her get that energy out. I have to take her for a walk every day. Sometimes more than once a day. So she can get that energy out. She needs to be stimulated. They have to be stimulated, and it's not fair for them because you're, you know, not into those things. It's not fair for them to have to sit in their kennel or sit in the house just because you don't want to do it. So think about that, because some dogs could care less about being able to go outside and run around and dig holes and things like that. But Bree in particular, she would prefer to do those things, and so that, even though that's not with our lifestyle, we do it because we love her. On the same type of wavelength, we like to travel. So we have to now figure out like what we're going to do for dog care, dog sitters and things like that. So luckily, Bree's brothers are with my husband's friends, and when we travel, we can drop her off over there and she can get with her family and, you know, have a good time. But that is not always an option. Of course, we're not going to try to wear out her welcome. So, you know, then we have to do like doggy daycare and like sleepovers with other dogs and things like that, because we do like to travel. And a lot of times we like to travel like on a whim, like we just like to go, and it's kind of hard to do that now because you have to find somewhere for her to go before we're able to, you know, jump ship. And the last thing to think about when you are considering getting a dog, getting a pet, is your tolerance level. These most of these dogs, they need people who are tolerant. They need people who are patient and who understand that they're learning their new environment just like they're learning you and you're learning them. It's not going to be like, okay, sit, and then she'll just do it. Like, that's not going to happen. Well, we still work on sitting. We had her for like 5 or 6 months. And you have to be patient, and you have to know that some of your stuff is going to get, you know, chewed up, and some of your stuff is going to get broken, and she's going to knock some stuff over, and you may find that piece of mail that you really need to send is now chewed up, and unless, you know, you can work magic, it's not going to happen. You know, things like that. Like, she's probably chewed up a lot of Jordan's shoes because they're always on the floor and things like that. So if you leave some food out, it's over. Like, don't think you're going to come back and eat it because she already got it. You know, and if that type of stuff pisses you off, and you're not willing to deal with that, then it's probably not a good idea to get a pet, because they have to learn and you have to be willing to teach them, because otherwise they'll just do what comes natural to them, which sadly is to tear up your crap. So those are my 5 tips, or not tips, 5 things to think about before you decide to get a dog. And I wish that we had thought about, not saying that we would not have gotten her, but, you know, it would have brought a lot of things into perspective, and we probably would not have gotten her, but we love her and it's okay. So that's it. You can, you know, find out more about our stories and things like that on mommyworksalot.com, which is my blog, and you can follow me on Instagram at mommyworksalot, and Twitter, same thing, mommyworksalot, or email me at venice@mommyworksalot, and we can chat it up via email. Yeah, so rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know about your pets. Like, I want to know about your pets. Are they what you thought they would be? Because I had this whole idea of what Bree would be, and she is nothing like that. So I want to know. Tell me about your pets and things like that in the comments. All right, talk to you later. Peace.